I love reading. I have a YouTube channel where I talk about books. I probably don't even need to say that because you're watching this on YouTube, unless there's some weirdo out there watching this on another website. And recently, I feel like I've not been reading nearly enough. So, instead of being a normal person, creating a daily reading plan, maybe just being more disciplined, I've decided to take things to the extreme. I am going to be giving myself 24 hours to read as many books as I possibly can. Good morning, everybody. I'm awake, even though I don't want to be. The reading challenge is more important than sleep, though. I've got the timer pulled up right here on my phone, and once I turn that on, the challenge is officially started. I will have 24 hours to read as many books as I possibly can. The first book that we will be reading in this challenge is going to be Scythe by Neil Shusterman. Alright guys, we're an hour in. What am I thinking so far? It's going fantastic. This is easy. It's been a breeze. Hey guys, future Cade here. This guy has no idea what he's in for. Right now, I am on chapter 10. So far, this book has been very good. I really love the world that this author is able to create. It's kind of like a dystopian thing. So you have this world where death has been cured, and that leads to a lot of really funny scenarios. One of my favorites being a kid that just hurls himself off of buildings just because he likes the way it feels. I totally get that mindset too. If I couldn't die, I would be doing stuff like that all day. But of course, there needs to be a way to balance out the population. And that's where scythes come in. This is like a sacred order of people that have been charged with culling the population. Basically, they just get to kill people. They're the ones that have been entrusted with that duty. And sometimes these scythes take apprentices. And that's kind of where the YA aspects of this book begins. Scythe Faraday takes on 2 apprentices, which is something that usually doesn't happen. So these 2 young adults are going to be trained in the way of scythedom. I feel like I still don't have the full picture though, so we're just going to keep reading. We are back. It's been a minute, still daylight outside, and I've been making excellent progress. Because now, we've made it to chapter 26. That is about halfway through this book, and a lot is happening. My favorite thing that is going on in this book is the bad scythes. This group has all these different rules that they kind of have to follow, and there's a group of scythes among them that kind of not necessarily disregards the rules, but they bend the rules a lot. Just as an example, most of the scythes, when they're gleaning, will only take a single person at a time. But these bad scythes are doing mass gleanings, so they will go to these crowded places and just wipe everybody out. And it's like, yeah, it's technically allowed, but it's kind of frowned upon. There's just a lot going on. The scythe that took these 2 kids under his wing is now unable to continue their tutelage. And now they're kind of being pitted against each other. I'm scared. I want both of our characters to survive. And the way this story is going, it's kind of making it seem like it's one or the other. Of course, though, there's only one way to find out. We gotta keep reading. We are almost done with the book. I've just reached part 4, and I'll be totally honest here, guys. It's starting to get pretty rough. My eyeballs are starting to feel strained from reading for so long. So in an effort to curb that, I think what I'm gonna do is just finish this on audiobook. Normally, I kind of hate using audiobooks. They're just not my thing personally. But I think for this challenge specifically, it will kind of feel like a little bit of a break to not have to be like scanning words with my eyes, you know? But yeah, we still have 100-something pages left. So let's make our final hurrah. I don't know if it's gonna happen. We'll see. Let's get back to it.
One eternity later.
We did it. We're finally done. That is like 433 pages in less than a day. There's only been like at the very, very most 2 other times in this whole reading journey of mine that I've read that many pages in a day. And that's not even all I'm reading for today. We're about to do more. Let me just say, for a YA book, I think this is very good. I generally do not read a ton of YA stuff, so I was a little bit apprehensive going into this. I was like, am I gonna like it? I've never been a huge young adult fiction guy, but I was pleasantly surprised. To add another but onto that, I don't think as a book, it's the best of the best. That might make some people mad. I know this book has a huge fan base. Let me explain myself real quick. I just personally felt when I finished this book, kind of incomplete. Maybe that is something that I need to solve by reading the other books in this series. But just going off this book alone, I felt like it could have been better. I absolutely love the concept of this book. It's so cool. And I feel like the world that Neil Shusterman was able to create is the best part about this book. The world and the concept. But once we get into the characters, I just never had that moment where they really clicked for me and I felt a connection with them. Man, this is like a hard one to talk about for me because I really did like it. I was just a little underwhelmed by it. And yeah, I liked it. It was a good book. It was a fun read. That's about all I have to say on it. If you have read this book though, and you happen to have different opinions or even the same opinions, let me know what those are in the comments below. I just like hearing what people have to say about books I've read, and I feel like this one has the potential to be a little bit divisive. And now that we are done with Scythe, we gotta choose our next book. I've given this a lot of thought, and I think our next book is going to be Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None. And as the cover of this book says, she is the queen of mystery. I can't even think of very many mystery books that I've read. We used up so much of our 24 hours trying to get through Scythe. I don't have time to read the back of the book, so we're just gonna go into this totally blind. I just hit chapter 2. Boy, is that an introduction. In the first like 20 pages, we are just like introduced to 10 characters, just boom, 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 boom. It's kind of a lot. It's a little bit overwhelming. It's kind of a fun way to introduce the characters. It's got me hooked pretty quickly, and they're all characters. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say that before we jump back into it. So let's keep reading. We are on chapter 10. It's going good. I'm still feeling okay about this challenge. I'm starting to get pretty fatigued, but I'm still pushing through. This book is really fun so far because of the mystery aspect. I'm trying to put together the puzzle pieces, but I'm just totally lost. I am in no way whatsoever a good detective. This group of people have been invited to this island by a mysterious person, all of them kind of tricked into going under different pretext. And it turns out they're all pretty bad people. And then slowly but surely, they're being eliminated like one by one. Just, I don't know. I'm kind of freaking out. I want to know who it is. But I'm going to get back to reading so we can figure it out. It is now 10 o'clock at night. I'm dying. Help me. I did not know what I was getting into doing this challenge. Guys, when I tell you that this is the hardest thing I've ever done, don't believe me, because I'm lying. It's pretty difficult, but it's not crazy. I'm just starting to feel like I'm losing my mind. I was so happy starting this challenge. I've just been thinking back on the man I was before we got 12 something hours into this challenge. We can definitely say I'm a changed man now. But this guy who's losing his mind doing this challenge for y'all just hit chapter 15 in the book. Before we finish it up, let's just talk about what I'm thinking. We are down to the last of the survivors. And man, am I liking this book. I really wasn't expecting too much. I didn't have very high hopes. I didn't really consider myself a mystery guy. I understand why Agatha Christie is the queen though. This is a great book. This whole group of people are trapped on an island together while simultaneously being picked off one by one. But we don't know who's doing it, and everyone kind of has their own ideas on who it is. And sometimes there will be this person that it's like, oh, that's the murderer. And then he gets murdered. And you're like, what is happening? Who is it? Agatha Christie does such a good job at showing these characters like spiraling out of control and like giving in to paranoia and fear. None of them trust each other anymore. I don't trust anyone anymore. This is a crazy book. A crazy book that we still have 60 something pages to get through. Once again though, I think I'm gonna finish it on audiobook. I just need a break for my eyes. I'm gonna keep reading though because I really want to finish before it's like midnight, because I think if I can get through this quick enough, we can fit another book in that I've already read half of, but I need to finish. It is a little past 12 o'clock and I am ready to be done with this challenge. However, I am proud to say we finished Agatha Christie's and then there were none. So let's talk about this real quick, and then I'm gonna try to finish one last book. This is, it's too much. I'm never doing this again. Agatha Christie is brilliant. I was not expecting this much out of this book. I've never considered myself a huge fan of like mystery stories in general, but this one was so well written. I love the concept of this group of people having to kind of figure out what's going on but not being able to. And it's a pretty short book. It's only 300 pages, so we get to get into the mystery and have everything unravel like right away. This book never felt like it was wasting your time. I think I can now call myself a fan of Agatha Christie. I really want to read more of her work. So if you enjoy Agatha Christie, tell me where to go next from here, because I'm definitely going to. I was like pleasantly surprised with this. I really did think I wasn't going to like it. And I have a new author that I enjoy. So I'm glad I tried something new. But now we're going to do one last book, even though I'm tired and I feel like I'm losing my mind. We're gonna try to do it because I think this video would feel incomplete without a third book. This is a book that I have read all but 100 pages of, and I don't like it at all. I don't know how I'm gonna stay awake for this. This book is boring to me, and I'm already tired. I don't know if this is possible. I'm not having fun anymore. It's just difficult now. But I guess we're going to go and make it more difficult, because now we're going to read Starship Troopers by Robert A. Heinlein. I have 100 pages left in this book, so that'll maybe take me 2 hours at my current reading speed, which is significantly dropped. This morning, I was like reading like a maniac, and now it's difficult to get through 2 pages in like 10 minutes or something. This book follows this guy, Johnny Rico, who joins like the military in the future. So far, this book has basically just been like, oh, I'm in boot camp. I'm talking to people. I'm going through boot camp. But it's not interesting at all. It's just kind of boring. I think the best way I can describe it is nothing is happening. 100 more pages and I'm going to bed. It's 2:30 in the morning right now, but we're done with the book. That wasn't worth staying up at all. I could just be being extra rude to this book because I'm tired and grumpy, but nothing happened. That whole book was just people talking about being in the future military. And they're fighting these like communist space bugs, because this book was published during the Cold War. So a lot of the like Cold War sensibilities are there, I feel like. This book feels like it's like 800 pages because it's so boring. When you finish, you just realize you read like 278 pages of like militaristic philosophy, basically. A lot of it is just people pontificating about military strategy or like the reason that people stay in the military and stuff like that. I'm quite frankly, I'm shocked it didn't put me to sleep. I deeply appreciate everybody that watches, and if you've made it this far, thank you. It's crazy that people actually watch this, that people listen to me talk about books. I love talking books with you guys. Let's talk in the comments. If you love Starship Troopers, you can tell me how stupid I am and that I'm wrong, which I might be. I am stupid, and I'm wrong about a lot of stuff. But you know what else I am? Incredibly tired. My original goal was to stay up like all through the night for like actually 24 hours. That's not happening. It's not possible for me personally. So I'm ending the challenge. If you want to say I failed, I guess I failed. But I feel like reading 3 books in a single day is pretty good. I'm happy with what we accomplished today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you next time, and I'm going to bed.